Time is the only resource we can never get back, and once it is gone forever. But the good news is that every one of us has the power to decide how to use it. And today I want to share with you how to make every single minute of your life work for you instead of against you. Think about this. We all have the same 24 hours in a day, no more, no less. And yet some people achieve extraordinary results, while others feel stuck and overwhelmed. And the difference rarely comes down to talent or luck, but to how they use their time. Small actions, when repeated daily, create massive results over months and years. So the first important question to ask yourself is simple. Am I spending my time or am I investing it? If you want every minute to matter, start with clarity because without clarity, you will always be busy but rarely productive. Decide what truly matters to you. Write down your top 3 priorities every single morning and keep them in front of you as a reminder. Because if something does not support your goals, it is only a distraction disguised as activity. Now let's talk about mornings, because your first hours set the tone for everything that follows. When you begin your day with endless scrolling, emails, or negativity, you waste your sharpest focus. But if you dedicate even 10 or 15 minutes to planning, reading, journaling, or exercise, you prime your mind and body for success. Once your day begins, you must protect your energy by working in focused time blocks. Instead of telling yourself you will work for 8 hours straight, which never really happens, try setting aside 25 to 50 minutes of deep, focused effort, followed by short breaks. This technique, often called the Pomodoro method, keeps your mind alert, prevents burnout, and helps you actually finish tasks instead of leaving them half done. At the same time, you need to eliminate distractions without mercy. Every time you check your phone, every time you answer an unnecessary message, your mind loses focus and takes minutes to recover. Silence notifications, close extra tabs, and create spaces where you can think clearly. Remember this. Your attention is your most valuable asset, and where it goes, your life will follow. Another powerful way to make minutes matter is to transform wasted time into learning time. You spend hours every week waiting in traffic, waiting in lines, waiting for someone to arrive. Most people complain or scroll, but you can use that time to listen to audiobooks, learn a new language, review your goals, or even practice mindfulness. What others throw away, you can turn into growth. In the same spirit, learn the power of batching similar tasks. Instead of checking emails 20 times a day, do it twice. Instead of running errands every afternoon, group them into one block. Each time you switch between different tasks, your brain pays a cost, and by reducing those switches, you gain hours of focus back. At the end of every day, take a few minutes to reflect. Ask yourself, what did I achieve today? What distracted me? And what can I do better tomorrow? Reflection is how you turn experience into wisdom, and it will prevent you from repeating the same mistakes again and again. Now let me give you a few examples. Imagine a college student who complains about not having enough time to study. In reality, he spends 3 hours a day scrolling on social media, half an hour deciding what to watch, and another hour chatting aimlessly. If he simply redirected 2 of those hours into reviewing notes, by the end of the semester he would be far ahead of his classmates. Or think about an office worker who says he is too busy to exercise, yet he spends his entire lunch break gossiping or browsing online stores. If he used just 30 minutes of that time for a quick walk or workout, his health, mood, and energy would improve dramatically. Consider an athlete who wants to become a professional. If he wastes minutes in training, talking, or being unfocused, those small losses accumulate, and they can be the difference between winning and losing. But if he treats every minute of practice with seriousness, he builds discipline that carries him to success. Even in family life, this applies. A parent who spends evenings staring at a screen might feel disconnected from their children, while another parent who spends the same amount of time reading a bedtime story or talking at dinner builds memories that last forever. Beyond strategies, you must also shift your mindset. Stop saying, "I don't have time," because in truth, time is not missing. It is priorities that are missing. Replace that sentence with, "It is not my priority," and see how it feels. Suddenly, instead of saying, I don't have time to exercise, will you say, exercise is not my priority? And the truth becomes clear. Instead of saying, I don't have time to learn, you admit, learning is not my priority. And that honesty will change how you see your choices. Time management is not just about doing more tasks in less time. It is about designing a life you actually want to live, one where your days are aligned with your values and goals. Every single minute counts because your minutes become your hours become your days, and your days slowly shape your entire life. When you make every minute count, you are not just organizing your schedule, you are shaping your destiny. So ask yourself today, how will I use the next minute, the next hour, the next day? The choice is always yours, and the future you are building depends entirely on how you answer. In the end, the key is simple. Value your time as much as your health, your money, and your relationships, because it is the foundation that supports them all. Focus on what matters. Cut distractions without guilt. Use waiting moments to grow and reflect every day on how you spend your hours. Remember that success is rarely about giant leaps. It is about small, consistent steps taken every single day. If you protect your minutes, your hours will take care of themselves, and so will your future. Never underestimate the power of 10 focused minutes, because those small units of time, when respected, can build skills, strengthen relationships, and create opportunities you never imagined. Treat your minutes like precious seeds. Plant them wisely, and one day you will harvest the life you have always dreamed of. Life is not about being busy all the time. It is about being intentional with your choices. Every yes to one thing is a no to something else, so choose carefully what deserves your energy. Ask yourself often, does this activity bring me closer to my goals, or is it pulling me away from them? Time is not something you can store, borrow, or buy back. It is flowing right now, in this very second as you listen. The truth is that your future self is depending on the choices you make today, and every small decision you take with awareness will shape the person you are becoming. So live with clarity, protect your attention, invest your energy where it matters, and remember that the life you want is hidden inside the minutes you hold right now.